Ever had an issue registering for classes? From wait lists to drop schedules, Allie Molitor will tell us more about spring registration coming up.
The City of Greenville wants to hear from residents on how they should spend money. Find out more coming up.
Those stories and much more coming up on Pirate News Network. Starts right now.
From the School of Communication Studio at East Carolina University, this is Pirate News Network.
Hi, I'm Demetra Spoden. Welcome to Pirate News Network. After weeks of waiting, spring has finally decided to show its face. Today's high will be 79 degrees, and the rest of the week we will have temperatures around 70 degrees. While you should be able to wear your short sleeves, don't forget to pack an umbrella because this is especially true this weekend. Saturday chance of rain is at the 50% line. With spring comes another registration period and tons of students scrambling to get their required classes. Allie Molitor reports.
The end of March isn't just for shorts and pool parties at East Carolina. Students are registering for another semester, and for some, it can be a difficult process competing for spots in classrooms.
I've been here 3 years and we have about 1,000 majors. Sorry. Okay, let's do that again. Sorry.
It's an important role in preparing students for upcoming semesters and assisting the schedule.
Well, what we do first, of course, is find out what concentration they're interested in, find out where they are in their curriculum, and find out what they're interested in. And we put all those things together to help make a schedule for students.
Even though this may sound like an easy process, not all students can take a deep breath during their registration window.
It is really critical and you're at a point where it affects graduation. We look at all possible solutions.
Students like Christina George have had a difficult time registering for classes due to small class sizes and many sections not being available.
Well, pretty much every semester that I've been at ECU, I haven't been able to get in the classes that were required for my major.
Even though advisors do help students with their scheduling, there isn't much they can do to get them into classes.
Unfortunately, I can't special add students to classes. We have a waitlist system, so students get in line for the next available seat in a class.
George had a similar experience with her advisor in the health department.
He was really helpful. He really encouraged me to kind of fight the department on a lot of classes that were in my degree program that I felt were unnecessary.
So what happens when a student can't get into a class even after they've been waitlisted? Some may even need to take census classes just to remain a full-time student.
Pretty much my entire foundation curriculum was nonsense classes.
With class registration right around the corner, how can students make sure that they're getting the proper classes so they're not wasting both their time and their money? Make sure all accounts are current, plan your schedule in advance, know the class CRN numbers, check one stop for availability before registering, and have backup classes just in case. Allie Molitor, Pirate News Network.
On February 24th, the City of Greenville released the results of the Citizen Satisfactory Survey. Kent Pittman explores why this process is important for economic development.
It's a $25,000 investment, but Greenville City Council says it's money well spent.
For us, the Citizen Survey is a really useful tool in many ways, but one of the big things is it's a demographically and geographically statistically valid result.
Public Information Officer Steve Hawley says the City Council contracted with ETC Institute to conduct an independent study on how satisfied Greenville residents are with the city. Preliminary results show crime and roads are top concerns.
I think for the most part, it reinforced a lot of what they had thought about, with the citizens really wanting to see the roads improved, the perception of crime, which does not match the reality of crime.
The City of Greenville had the satisfaction survey ready to go in early December, but decided to wait until mid-January in order to include students that were away on winter break. They sent out these surveys by mail, phone, and even online.
This is a way for us to actually look at everybody across the city, so it's not those same people who are always the squeaky wheel. We hear from all of the residents from all across the city.
The City of Greenville hopes to hear from everybody in order to spend money where you want to see it spent.
It's a really good tool for the citizen because it lets the citizen know in a way that's not biased in any fashion how their local government is performing for them and if their taxpayer dollars are being used in a way that is wise.
Wilmington Communication Manager Melissa Talbert says they've been using ETC Institute for several years now. She says it helps their city council decide where they should spend money, and that's exactly what Greenville hopes to do.
Bond referendum or additional taxes is always a possibility depending on what the elected officials want to do. but it really gives them a pretty good gauge of exactly what the citizens want.
Greenville residents could soon see a tax hike, but hopefully the money will be going towards what the majority of residents are concerned with.
They trust us to spend that money wisely. And yes, they're willing to pay a little bit more to get even more improvements at a faster rate.
ETC will share the Greenville data using a geographic information system map. The city hopes it will help departments meet residents' needs. I'm Kent Pittman, Pirate News Network.
To access that survey, go to cityofgreenville.gov. Thanks for watching Pirate News Network. I'm Demetrius Bowden. See you next time.